Welcome to Silent Lake Provincial Park. So we are going to be here for 3 days. We're going to check out a few other things in the park that we haven't done before. We also got some great food to show you, and we're going to take down some trails and give you a full overview of this park. So stay tuned, there's lots to come at Silent Lake Provincial Park. Silent Lake Provincial Park is about a 4-hour drive from our home, give or take a few rest stops along the way. Although we could take highways 401 or 407 and 115, we chose the back route, a more comfortable and scenic drive that is really interesting. Silent Lake Provincial Park is one of the smaller provincial parks with only 2 main campgrounds, Granite Ridge and Pincer Bay, along with 36 select walk-in sites. If you need an electrical hookup, then Granite Ridge is your only option. Otherwise, all other sites are non-electrical, except for the 10 cabins available at the day use area. The park is most noted for its breathtaking lake, its clear and warm waters, and abundance of wildlife. The main day use area features a small beach, a boat launch and picnic areas, along with a large comfort station. The comfort station has private bathrooms and is usually visited by patrons of the neighboring rental cottages. Each campground also has its own comfort station, but with regular stalls. And don't forget about the vault toilets. The park is also open to winter camping and has a reputation for having some excellent trails for hiking, snowshoeing, and skiing, including a 16-kilometer hiking trail that surrounds the entire lake, usually a full day of hiking. There are a couple of smaller trails, including the Lakehead Loop and Bonnie's Pond Trail. Stay tuned for that hike. If you could, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and help us grow. I would really appreciate it, and I will continue to work hard to give you some solid content that's enjoyable and sometimes laughable. All in all, Silent Lake has always been a great experience for us. We enjoy the undulating landscape, campsite sizes, and the exceptionally silent lake that is always enjoyable for swimming. Keep your eyes open for a Silent Lake in 5 minutes video. Now let's see what happens on our 3rd trip to Silent Lake Provincial Park. Alright guys, so we made it to Silent Lake Provincial Park finally. It's the middle of the week. Looks pretty nice. Not a lot of people here. Can't wait to get started. So yes, we got a dining tent, and right now we're just going to get everything set up and then we'll be back for dinner. Is it Vivor or Vevor? Vevor, Vivor, I don't know how to pronounce these names. Anyways, the Vevor dining tent, it's pretty easy to set up. If you know what you're doing, it literally takes about 5 minutes. So the only downfall of this, it's actually a little bit bulky, and when it fits in the SUV, it kind of sits on the console, which is not ideal. But you know what? It's still better than getting bit by mosquitoes time and time again. So we'll take that dining tent. I think it was around 300 bucks. So not a bad bargain. Another good feature is these nice privacy tarps they have. So you could actually set it up and kind of block one side out. You know, if you got a campsite really close or something, or the traffic's really close. This ground is... All right guys, it is time for a break because it is sticky out here, I'm telling you. Once you get going, sweat just starts rolling off you.
Take it off.
Or maybe it's just me, maybe I just run a little bit hot. Okay guys, so we had an eventful afternoon. We had some black bean burgers, one of my specialties. I made it myself and it cost less than $1 a burger. So quite a bargain on those black bean burgers. So we did go for a little bit of a swim. The water is very warm. It was very nice actually. So now we're just gonna wind the night down, and despite my recent gout attacks, I'm still gonna go for a Royal City Exhibition Brew. Best city in Canada. Really good. Nice and fruity, but I can't overdo it. I really can't. All right, good morning everybody, and it is quite silent here at Silent Lake Provincial Park. So we just chilled for a little bit. We were usually up early in the morning, and we're gonna have some breakfast soon. So that's gonna be kind of like an egg tempeh scramble on a bun. So it's gonna be pretty good. Stay tuned and check it out. And we are expecting a little bit of rain today, so I'm not sure how it's gonna go down, but we're gonna try to get out on the lake with our inflatable kayak that we just inherited. So hopefully we can do that. It should be exciting. But in the meantime, we're going to have some breakfast here at Silent Lake Provincial Park. It's a little bit tight in here, I guess, for cooking, but I don't know. I guess it's better than having the bugs and everything fly in your food, so we'll just see how it goes. And I have not yet tried to drag a picnic table in here, so I don't know how that's going to work out, but kind of just looking at it, I know it's going to be pretty tight, and it's just going to be all picnic table. So you may think that's a lot of peppers and onions, and truth be told, it is a lot of peppers and onions. They will shrink eventually when we cook them down a little bit. I like to get them really nice and soft so they kind of melt into everything. And we might have to eat some on the side. It might not all fit on a bun. So we're gonna let that cook for a while, probably a good half hour, let everything get nice and soft, and then it should be ready for... And yeah, this is tempeh, and if you're not familiar with it, it's kind of a... Well, it is a fermented soybean, and this is a bacon type of maple flavor, so it kind of acts as a bacon. It's not really similar or even close to bacon, but it's not bad. It's actually a fermented food, and if you're not familiar with fermented foods, they are actually super healthy for you and super healthy for your gut bacteria. So yeah, you really can't get enough of fermented food, and we're going to start eating more of this rather than some of the ultra processed stuff that you may have seen in the past. So we are trying to change our ways and hopefully lose a bit of weight and get a bit healthier like most people want to do. And this is actually a really good start right here. So you know guys, this is the safest way to open a package. Alright, so you can see that little kind of white bacteria stuff there, and it's actually pretty good for you. And you know, like I say, if the women don't find you handsome, they may certainly find you healthy. And Henry's tempeh is actually made in Cambridge. Okay, these are getting nice and soft, so we're gonna stick them kind of in the pot and keep them warm. I'm really limited for space, so we have to get creative sometimes. One thing I can tell you about this tent is that it does get quite hot in here when you're cooking. We actually picked up this little gadget when you do get hot. It's a little portable rechargeable fan. So when it gets really hot, you can kind of blow it on yourself. And how long does it last on low speed? Yeah. So it lasts quite a long time on low speed. I think up to about 6 hours. There's 72 hours on low speed. We'll have to check that out. Medium speed is pretty good. It actually keeps you a little bit cool. And it really helps with the bugs too. If you don't have one of these tents, just blow the bugs away with the fan. So we got high speed here as well. If you're really hot after a walk or something, just kind of dry that sweat off you. And it also acts as a power bank, so you can plug your devices in here and charge them up. $29, but they don't sell this type anymore, but there are other types. So yeah, nice little camping gadget. Okay, so here comes the fun part, my eggy tofu mixture. We're only going to use about half of this, and it's a soy-free tofu, and it's basically has some turmeric in it, some garlic, onion seasoning. Also a little bit of black salt. That gives it the eggy flavor. And it's pretty good. Low in fat, low in cholesterol. So it is a high protein breakfast, which is kind of what you need. First thing, well, not first thing in the morning, but kind of midway through the morning. All right, let's check this out. Ooh, what's a hot bun? All right, so this is our tempeh witch. And it's pretty messy, so I'm gonna have to get a plate for this. We'll be back after we clean up our mess. All right, guys, so we just went and got our ice and some more firewood. And the firewood wasn't too bad. It took a while to get it started, but it did go eventually. So one thing about these sites, Pincer Bay, I noticed the sites are very large, like most of them at Silent Lake, and very spacious, so there definitely is a lot of privacy. Not a lot of underbrush, so you can see other things for sure. A couple of downfalls about this park is the fact that you have to walk a long distance to the comfort station. So if you have mobility issues, it could create accessibility issues for getting to those comfort stations. So you kind of have to drive everywhere. The beach is very far too. I did walk down there last night, but it's something I don't want to repeat. So anyways, today we're going to wait for my in-laws to show up. They're coming around noon, and then we hopefully are going to get out onto the water with our inflatable kayak and check that out. And yeah, it's going to be a fun one, so stay with us. All right, guys, the rain has let up, so we're going to take a little walk down to Bonnie's Pond here. And it's a pretty short hike, so we're just going to check it out and see what's up before the next round of rain comes. So yeah, great summer, lots of rain. So it is a pretty short trail, and I'm likely going to get eaten alive while I'm walking down here. Forgot my bug spray and everything, so let's hope for the best. Yeah, the bugs are really attacking me here, so I gotta keep moving. Keep on moving. Man, I can just hear them buzzing around my head as I'm walking. This is brutal. I think that's Bonnie's Pond over there. Hopefully I'm right. Wow. I don't know, I guess the trail ends here. And there really isn't much to see except a lot of mosquitoes. Well, maybe we have something more. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it's a bit of a loop trail. Just happened to notice the sign right now. But it's hard to concentrate when you're getting eaten alive. Whew. Hoping they have a lookout point somewhere around here. Maybe with a big fan and lots of mosquito spray. Aha, I knew it. I knew there was a boardwalk or something around here. Oh. That's it, guys. This is Bonnie's Pond, and yeah, pretty nice. Get your shots and make it quick though. The bugs are really bad here. Maybe the odd chance you can see a moose here sometimes because they are around this area. and I have seen them before. Not here, but en route. Whew. All right, that's it. I was gonna get the drone up in the air, but I think I'll get eaten alive while trying to set it up. This is brutal out here. Okay, let's get back. Nice little picnic table if you want to have a lunch with the bugs. Always got to watch your step on these trails. One false move, and that's the end of your hiking career. Seems like the more you sweat, the more they attack you. Whew. Whew. Now, I don't know if Bonnie's Pond is this way. I thought we saw it already. Or is this just the trail, Bonnie's Pond? Let's check this out. Well, it is a bit longer than I expected, but that's okay. We have time. See, we've had quite a bit of rain this year, so a lot of the trails are still pretty wet in sections, even now. I hope that parking lot comes soon. I'm really looking forward to getting out of this bush. Return to parking, come on. I hope that sign means it's close. And I do see some opening over there. So I think that's the walk-in sites over yonder there. We were actually there last year. And I do remember seeing this marsh, and I do remember how buggy it was. Whew. And that hasn't really changed. If you come to this park, expect lots of bugs and lots of bites. So the parking lot's close, and I see that road that I ran into earlier. I could have just walked back on that, but who knew? All right, I wonder if the bugs are gonna leave me when I get out of here. Huh. Looks like you can cycle down here too. Hallelujah. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ, and I'm not even religious. Whew. 2 kilometers. 2.5. So 3 kilometers. Not too bad. Pretty short one, and pretty moderate, I guess. The only issue is the bugs. So take your chances on that one. Okay, we gotta get back for a cold drink, for sure. All right, guys, so that was a brutal hike going to Bonnie's Pond, and I probably got about 1,000 mosquito bites. And right now I'm gonna celebrate with some Beyond sausage. Beyond sausage. Beyond sausage. Beyond sausage. And I can tell you, this is an ultra processed food, so I haven't been eating this a lot. They are pretty good, but they are pretty high in fat and like I said, ultra processed. So probably not the best thing to eat all the time, but tonight is a special night. So we're gonna celebrate, and I'll tell you why shortly. So stay tuned. So we got some Beyond sausage and some potato salad. We're going to do these right on the fire as usual and wind the night down again. So stay tuned. We have another day coming. This is a little bit of an extra long trip. Okay, so our sausages are almost done. They're getting there, and they're actually pretty good. Even though they're high in fat, they do have 14 grams of protein for each sausage. So, you know, you're getting pretty much everything you need in there protein-wise. Something that's really tasty, but you probably shouldn't eat every day. So we have this once in a while, maybe once every couple months, just as a treat. Yeah, we are getting close to being done, but it is raining again. Every time we go camping this year, it rains, and it never stops. It just keeps raining and raining and raining. We also have a potato salad coming with this meal. All right, potato salad. Oh, it's in the cooler, right? Hey guys, so we are ready to go, and we just ran into a rainstorm, so I'm glad I got this done while I did. And have to give my wife a special thanks for getting everything storm ready while I prepared this meal, because it is coming down. And you know what? I'm glad I have this tent right now, because it is paying off this weekend for sure. So it was well worth the 300 bucks. So here we go. We got some Beyond sausage. We got my fancy homemade potato salad, a little bit of sauerkraut, and some Rutham's gourmet barbecue thick to stick barbecue sauce. And this is going to be good because it is my 53rd birthday right now. So I'm having a nice meal, a nice greasy ultra processed meal to celebrate. So let's try these Beyonds out. It's been a while. Man, that's good. Anyways, we're gonna wolf this back, celebrate my birthday, and then we're gonna hit the sack, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. So stay tuned for more. Definitely more to come. So good. Okay guys, how's it going? So we're in day 3 here, and you know things are getting serious when I got my Tilly hat on. So this morning we're gonna head out on our inflatable kayak, our newly inherited inflatable kayak, and check it out. Check out Silent Lake and see how she works. So stay tuned, this should be a fun one. But first we gotta set it up, which is kind of a pain, so let's go through that. Okay guys, we're all blowing up here with the pump, so next step is to put the seats in, and that takes a little bit of adjustment with the air and how it's positioned. So we'll spend a little time with that, and then I'm gonna put the rudder on at the bottom, which I probably won't film because I'll be swearing during a lot of it. So we'll see you down at the lake and check this thing out. Stay tuned. So precious lining this up.
Pardon?
I think I almost got it.
Oh.
I think this would be easy to do by yourself. All right, guys, so like I say, I've always been a man of many hats, and this is a kind of nice one I got here. I really like it. So the unpacking and packing of the kayak is a little bit long. It took about probably 45 minutes altogether. So that's probably one of the downfalls of it. We did have a pretty good time on it. It seems to roll okay. So we do have to make a little adjustments, especially if you're going to go to one person. Yeah, I think it's a good deal. It does take up a little bit of space in the car, so that's an issue. All right, cooking some leftover mac and cheese for lunch. And you know what they say about leftover mac and cheese. That's what they say. All right, guys, so we are deciding to do a whole bunch of leftovers. We actually skipped breakfast this morning and decided to get things organized after the raccoons rifled through our cooler. So Alright guys, how's it going? So we are back from our day's adventures, and now it's time for dinner. And by the sounds of things, I think there's going to be a party going on tonight, so I can't wait to get started. I'm going to get the guitar out and have some fun. So stay tuned, there's a lot more to come. But in the meantime, we're going to have some dinner, and it's going to be tofu, pineapple, skewers. We've had these before, you've seen it before, and they're pretty good, so that's why we're doing it again. Except this time, I'm marinating the tofu for a long time. So stay tuned. There is definitely more to come at Silent Lake Provincial Park. All right, good morning, everybody. So we are slowly wrapping things up here. And I do want to note something. When you are taking down your tent, just take note of salamanders that may be lying into the wet areas. We actually found 3 of them while taking down our tent. All right, guys, before we take off, just having some pina colada, overnight oats. Pretty good quick meal. We actually made it this morning. Took about an hour, let everything soften up, and it's pretty good. Bananas, pineapple, can't beat it. Anyways, a couple takeaways from this park. The sites are very nice, very large, very spacious. There is a bit of a mobility issue if you want to go to the bathroom. It's usually a pretty far walk, even to the vault toilets, and some of the undulation here is can be issues. The park store is not too big. They don't have a lot of food there, so don't expect to come here and get all your stuff at the park store. There is a small town about 20 minutes away, which is a little bit inconvenient if you do need to pick something up. Other than that, there is no playground here either. So children will be playing on empty campsites. So just expect that. Walks to the beach are not a thing because it's pretty far. So anytime you want to go to the beach, you pretty much have to hop in your car to go to these beaches. So that's about it. Yeah, just a couple minor flaws of this park, but the trade-off is you get a really nice park with a really nice undulating landscape. So yeah, that's it. So we've almost got everything packed up. We're gonna head back. It's about a 4-hour trip. Little stop at Harvey's on the way back, maybe. And yeah, we'll see you at Killbear in a couple weeks. So stay tuned.